Hello and welcome to Dunia's Alchemy. This is a GCSE Physics lesson on density. The video breakdown is below. We're going to have a look at density calculation. We're then going to look at required practical for density and finally finish the video off with some exam practice questions. So without further ado, let's begin. We are going to calculate the density for both a regular object and an irregular object. Now, as you can see from the equation right at the top, you need both mass and volume in order to calculate density. So you do mass divided by volume. So even though we're calculating a regular and an irregular object, we need to collect both the value for mass and the value for volume for both of them. When it comes to an irregular object, for example, like a cube, the way we find the mass is simply put it onto a digital balance and it will tell you the mass in grams. So make sure you convert to kilogram. The question is, how do we find the volume? How we find the volume of a regular object is by simply calculating the length multiplied by the width multiplied by the height. When it comes to an irregular object, you also calculate mass by using a digital balance. However, this irregular object is very difficult to calculate the length, width and height of every single side. So what we do instead is we use a Eureka can. Now what you need to do is fill the Eureka can completely with water. Then you drop the object into the water. When the water rises, the amount of water that is displaced is then collected in a measuring cylinder. The amount of water that is collected in that measuring cylinder is equal to the volume of the irregular object. And that is how you find the density of an irregular object. Here are the exam practice questions for density. It is 32 marks in total, so I've given it 32 minutes. Feel free to pause the video, answer the questions, and then write in the comments how many questions you got right. And good luck. I'm going to let the video roll and it will move on to the answers shortly. Here are the answers for the practice question along with the practical. Give yourself a mark out of 32 and let me know how you done in the comments below. This is our video complete. We have looked at how to calculate density along with our density practical and finally some exam practice questions. As usual, make sure you do the 3-2-1, share it with 3 others, give it 2 clicks, like and subscribe, and finally leave 1 comment. Have a great one.